Wow, look at that tree.
Catalpa.
Is it alive?
Yeah, just they trim it twice a year.
Negative ions. Feed me, feed me. I love the fake snake in there. Let's grab that. Okay, so the cobbler's son is the only one without new shoes. Do you get that joke?
I've never heard that phrase. Because he doesn't build them himself?
Correct. All right, hopefully you got it.
Oh, the snake was for the frog.
Oh, keep the frogs away. Welcome to living the Aquascape lifestyle. All right, we have arrived at not just his house, but his office. So I'm out here visiting Dream Scapes, James, out in, I think we're in Encino, California. So this is the homestead, huh?
Yeah.
And the workplace.
Thanks for coming over.
And this is a childhood home, huh?
Yeah, I grew up here since I was 4.
4 years old and now 52 tomorrow?
Yep.
52 next month. So what's the story here? This is where the guys come every morning?
They're all set up here. And
How much property do you have?
about an acre and a half.
Are we in Encino?
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm gonna ask you is, where's the
Pond. It's in the future, and it's going to be over here.
Okay.
We're going to be building a recreation pond.
Oh, look at that big area, just kind of an empty space.
Oh, I'm going big. Recreation pond is going to be about 40 foot by about 28 foot, 30 foot.
Right in here.
In this area here.
I mean, it's just open. I hate grass. The number one thing I hate is grass.
Most of the year, this is a dry field. This happens to be this way.
And we're gonna add life to it with water, right?
Yeah, multiple waterfalls over here, and a big wetland in the middle, and lush landscaping around it.
Okay, I'm coming back. When will it be done?
My goal is hopefully a year from now.
Okay, so the cobbler's son is the only one without new shoes. Do you get that joke?
I've never heard that phrase. Because he doesn't build them himself?
Correct. All right, hopefully you got it. So you were saying this is the waterfall that started it all for you, your mom's house?
When I was 4 years old, we moved in. It's like I grew up. I used to sit down and let the water fall all over me, and that's when I just fell in love with waterfalls. That was my little throne, I'd say.
Yeah. So that thing has been there for
60 years.
60 years, wow. So very classic for a swimming pool. They just stack rocks up and shoot water over. It's actually not bad. The fact that it's been running for 60 years is impressive. But this kind of started your passion and your love for water features, huh?
This is the original, and now I create them myself. It's just such a dream come true.
You missed a spot right here. Here's a tip. Always have clean windows when you vlog with the pond guy. So where are we?
We're in Mount Sinai Cemetery Valley. This is the entrance.
To Cemetary.
And this is the internment area, and this is what people see.
Oh, wow. Right when you pull in.
Right when you pull in.
Hold on, the window's still a little dirty. Look at that, guys. Wow. Big Pondless Waterfall, huh?
Yes.
That is gorgeous, James.
Okay, let's go check this out.
All right. See, this never gets old. Can you even imagine this slope without this? I mean, everybody that comes in, the main entrance right there, coming up, this is the first thing they see when they go to, obviously, to pay their respects. It just keeps going. Whenever you have a slope, as an artist, it's a great place to put a water feature in. It just gives you a palette to work with. I think this is so awesome. And I absolutely love the way James has landscaped this up. He says almost every project he does, he landscapes it because he wants it to look good. Look at how clear that water is. In full sun, that's the Aquascape ecosystem in action. I love all the colors, the textures. I love the use of the logs that he has here. And it's the little things that make the art. It's a little side waterfall that comes out. And then listen to the sound. When you have water hitting rocks, it's going to have that higher pitch sound, and it's going to be a deeper sound when water goes into water. These are the little techniques that we have. Love the hat, brother. James, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give the placement a 10.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give the landscaping a 10. And I'm gonna give 3 perfect 10s because I'm gonna give the pond a 10.
Awesome. The intense wind in this location is very focused, and it's feeling. You see it on all the plants. It consistently is like 40-mile-an-hour wind. So all the plants have to work with that. That's why we planted this black pine, for example, on an angle.
Windbreak, okay.
So that it would grow curving with the wind.
So you thought of everything.
Check this out.
I love it.
The sitting bench.
Oh
Sit
yeah.
and reflect by the reflection pool.
Dude.
In this location where people think about
Their loved
things
ones.
in their life. And there's also one on this side over here.
I love this guy.
Kind of hidden away, but you just sit on both sides and just reflect by the reflection pool.
Yeah, what a terrific project. So what was involved in something like this?
Well, we brought in 175,000 pounds of stone.
Wow.
And we brought in 40 yards of decomposed granite for all the surrounding borders.
Yes.
This is called a Pondless Waterfall. It's 70 feet long. So we used 2 pumps to create the actual water flow here. The project took about a month start to finish, but that included a week of removing the old water feature that was concrete.
Typical.
It was just
so frustrating.
Dissolving. It was falling apart. It didn't have any energy. Whereas this gives people energy every time they come and go. I wanted it view specific so that when they come to this place, some place in their heart is touched by the magic of nature and by the Holy Spirit, which I feel is pretty strong here.
Amen. So what would a project like this cost?
This is a $150,000 project.
So it's not an inexpensive project, but I can tell you what, there's not a single person that drives by this that's not going to notice this. And then the reflecting areas, the plants, well done, my friend.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's a surrounding environment too. We also did the borders, the oak trees.
Oh,
so
okay.
There's a whole environment. These large oak trees that burned down in fires years ago.
Wow.
Planted them.
Yeah.
Repurposed them in this natural environment here.
So you did this whole kind of island.
Planting, all the drip irrigation for the planting. What I love is you see how the plantings are they're about a year, about 14 months old.
Yeah.
But you see how they've already filled in these natural groupings. Also elevation specific, we don't want to block the view in too many places.
Yes.
But this is a hummingbird's paradise, a butterfly haven, and a dragonfly zone.
Right, build it and they will come.
Here's a tour of our plants for this beautiful water feature. They all have to be tough, sun tolerant, and wind tolerant, as you can see it's blowing right now. We're in Southern California, and so one great example of a plant that thrives here is called Calendrinia. Look at those flowers. Next to it is another incredibly tough but often flowering plant called Desert Mallow. Ceanothus, Yankee Point, and Salvia, or a sage, Dara's Choice. And then I have a beautiful scented geranium here with these exquisite flowers. We use a lot of pink clover or polygonum on the edges of our water features, and it blends very well with Tradescantia. We have a manzanita up there, an Arctostaphylos, and even a little black pine right there. And this is called Kangaroo Paw.
As much as I love this water feature, it's so frustrating to me that, once again, a commercial place with a concrete water feature that didn't work and is an eyesore. Most people think of water features, they think of things that aren't necessarily low maintenance and easy to maintain and beautiful. This is gorgeous, easy to maintain, crystal clear water at a commercial setting or, obviously a cemetery. And this is what it's all about. It's all about keeping things natural, working with nature, not against her, and making things that are beautiful at a place like this, a special place like this. James, I gave him a 10 out of 10 on the landscape. I gave him a 10 out of 10 on the maintenance. I gave him a 10 out of 10 on the design. Absolutely spectacular work. Good job, James. James, show my shirt on here that you just got me.
All right, I'm gonna show the back here.
Look at this. James's birthday is tomorrow. My birthday's next month. Since 1970. 52 years old. Looking good, my man. All right, and I get to show how people live the aquascape lifestyle. Where are we at now?
We're in California, and this is a beautiful tropical landscape in a Mediterranean villa
in Bel Air. Listen, I'm right here. I can hear it. It just draws you down. There's not a person that's going to come down here and not listen to that sound and want to see where it's coming from, including me right now. Starts all the way up there. Now, what else could you put in this little space? This is probably 10 feet across. I love how it's like a jungle. Did you do all the landscaping here too?
We added to it. There was most of the big stuff was here, but then we added a lot of the little stuff around. But what this does, it changes the energy.
Totally does.
In the East, they call energy chi. It's like a chi generator,
It's
a
good
chi
chi.
engine.
Good chi.
You can feel it, like literally life force standing in front of a water feature like this. It also attracts all of the nature that you
Yes,
want.
yes.
Butterflies, hummingbirds, dragonflies.
Negative ions. Feed me, feed me. Okay, so this is the one. You said there's another one?
This is a small one for this little intimate patio. Come on over here for the backyard.
Which one came first?
The master suite.
Okay, so that was the first one, then they wanted to add another one where
Yeah.
there's a different living space.
Exactly, and they just felt they needed more energy in this part of the property.
Yeah, once again, there's energy down there where it's kind of quiet up here, and now we're gonna turn around and
Makes the whole space come alive.
I love it. Wow, look at that tree.
Catalpa?
Is it alive?
Yeah, just they trim it twice a year.
Something that you would see at a safari park.
In 2 months of these solid leaves in full shade.
Really? Oh, look at that. I love the fake snake in there. Is that the kids?
Totally.
Let's grab that. There you go.
There we go.
So what was involved with creating this?
Well, we use granite stone for a change. We're usually working with calico stone because this property already had granite all over it. So we brought in 10 ton of stone for this project. This is a pondless waterfall. It's got lights. It's got an ion gen, all the bells and whistles, automatic water fill, of course. And it's a variable speed pump as usual. At nighttime, my clients turn it down. And then in the daytime, they just get it roaring.
What would be involved with creating this? You got the whole excavation dug with aqua blocks. You got your underlayment, your liner, all the rock work, the long stream, your pump, your plumbing, waterfall spillway up there. What would a project from Dreamscapes be like for this?
This is $37,000, mainly because we have very easy access.
Yes.
The thing that really changes the price for our project is how hard it is to get all of our materials from point A to point B.
Well, it's the perfect location. I mean, here's a window that we're looking at. I'm assuming that's their master bedroom.
This is the living room.
So look at that. That's the master bedroom. And then right down here, that's their view and that's their sound.
At nighttime, it's lit up super beautifully, color-changing LED lights. That's the story here.
Well, we had a pile of dirt that we had before, so we came up. What do you do it? He came along and they put a water feature.
So did you find him a recommendation or?
One of my cousins was working with us.
The same person who recommended me for Bel Air Crest.
Okay, and that's your master bedroom right up there, so you get to listen to that sound.
Yeah.
So were you happy with the finished result?
Yeah, even this one and the one down below.
Yeah, we saw that first. It just changes the space.
It changed the whole thing. It's better at nighttime with the lights off.
How do your kids relate with this? Do they come out and actually spend time around the water feature?
No, my kids go and climb out that water feature.
Well, we saw the snake.
Yeah. Oh, the snake was for the frog.
Oh, to keep the frogs away.
That's your cure. He's got some frogs that have moved in. And he's trying to
And
get
it
rid
went
of them.
down a little bit from that.
I asked the CAC group, what could I use? And I got like 6 different good pieces of advice.
Yeah.
Thank
How
you,
long
CAC.
has this been in?
4 years.
Okay.
Yes, 3.5
Well, I
years.
would imagine everybody that comes back here makes a comment about it.
It makes a big difference. When you have it at nighttime, you just bring the water level down a little bit so it's
Yep.
not as noisy and all that stuff. So
Yeah, because you got a variable speed pump. You can just adjust
yeah, we
it.
got 2 pumps on it.
So you're happy with it?
Yeah, and the neighbors like it because they can sleep better.
Oh, that's funny. Absolutely. The neighbors can hear it too. Absolutely. So this is so cool because every water feature, we love to say, turns a house into a home. And I love the fact that the neighbors next door can hear it. It will absolutely change your space. There's nothing that you could put in a property that will have as much of an impact as a decorative water feature. If you're interested in living the Aquascape lifestyle, check out the link below to find a certified Aquascape contractor like James by you. I love my job.